Hey everybody, welcome to the vlog. Sorry for all the noise and the darkness. I'm just working on getting outside right now. Yeah, hold on a second. Just almost out and bam, there we go. Alright, boys. So today I'm hosting the local police precinct over for breakfast today since it's my turn in the neighborhood to do so. So I went ahead and cooked up a bunch of stuff early in the morning this morning at around 3 or 4. Had to stay up till 12 doing some government work. That's why I actually can't show my face now. My new job, or my job actually now has new requirements, so I'm now a government employee, can't show my face on videos, so I'll explain that one later. But they wanted me to come outside because, you know, they wanted a little privacy while they ate and stuff like that. Who knows when they'll let me back in. So that's fine. It's their right to do so. So I'm just kind of coming outside, going ahead and trying to make a video, see what we can do about this, and talk about the state of affairs today with the world, give you the news on what's going on June 19th of 2030. So let's go ahead and get this video started. By the way, one of these things is going to involve the, yeah, say goodbye to that, but we'll get on that later too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about summer of 2030 and what's going on in the state of the world today. So, one big news for us today is that the price of wood has apparently gone down recently. It's now only 2,000 US digital coins per 2x4 now. You know, it was a lot harder when it was 3,000 just a few months ago. It seems to fluctuate. I mean, at the beginning of the year it was 1,000. By February it was like 10,000. Then by March it was 7,000. And then by April it was like over 9,000. And then at the beginning of May it collapsed. Toward the end of May it grew again. And now we're at the tipping point where it's kind of coming back down again, which is good. Whew. Gas prices have been wiped off the map completely recently because there's actually a recent ban on vehicles. Yeah, the only people allowed to drive now. If you're a government employee, you can drive. So, like, I can drive because, and yeah, that's right. That's actually why I'm not showing you my face because, there's rules against that. They don't want you to be easily identifiable amongst the common or whatever they like to say. I don't know what it is, but kind of weird, but I mean, I do have to turn this into Social Security at the end of the day in order for them to actually approve of the video itself, so it's whatever. Grocery prices are going down. $1,000 grocery trips are going to be more normal now for the everyday person. Just going in for a few things and walking out, not having to pay exorbitant amounts. That's always nice. So it coming back down to 1,000 is actually pretty decent. Thank the current administration for that one. Oh, and we finally have eliminated the dollar. We've got it down on that digital system now. Now you can just go to the bank, it's all there. It's just, wow. The only thing that sucks, though, is that all the convenience stores and stuff like that aren't around, so there is no more walking around and doing stuff like that like I used to do when I was a kid, but I mean, progress, right? Speaking of progress and cash and stuff like that, I'm actually pretty happy with, not owning anything, like they said. Even renting this chair, renting the house, renting the concrete pad space, all this stuff. You rent the whole thing. They calculate it by a square footage cost. Yeah, they don't even calculate concrete prices by like the cubic yard anymore. It's by the cubic inch. On an industrial scale, they can use whatever they want, but for us, we have to pay like, what is it like? I mean, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it used to be. Yeah, I mean, we haven't really needed cash anyway since all the mom and pop shops were eliminated in 2023. Oh, and for you stocks guys out there, S&P 500 for the, let's say, I think it's 6th or 7th year in a row now has just surpassed so many percentage points. It's insane. The market cap has gone up by thousands of percent since the flip over with the World Economic Forum and their gluing in of better policies for the globe. Global law has really done some crazy things to that S&P 500. Speaking of the S&P 500, we actually did get our first quadrillionaire too, but I forgot to write that down. You know, what's funny is I can't really remember like who that was. You know, who was that? WHO who? Massive emphasis on who. It's very important. Whatever. We'll get to that at another time. The thing is about the stocks guys too, is that, I said good news for the stocks guys. It's really only for the S&P 500 guys who might be, watching this approved video. Because They're the ones with the stocks. The public's not allowed to have that. That would be, that would be a little too much freedom, because they need to start being able to make all sorts of stuff and then buying things again. And who wants to own something over someone else anymore? What a bad system. Anything else in my notes that I can think of? Oh yeah, yeah, those local policing breakfasts come around, or breakfasts come around like every once in like every other week or whatever for this neighborhood. Everyone usually has to host something with someone at some point, and you have to do it. It's part of the law. And I've got no problem. I'll serve my country that way, because we all know that service guarantees citizenship. It's really hard having to go through all this content, especially being a government employee, and I never told you what I actually worked on. This happened recently with that, with the car ban, because they did that, just last month. Or they issued it in, and it's finally in effect now. I work at a solar panel plant. So I work at a place that produces solar panels, but now because of the law that's passed, I can't really show my face because I'm a government employee, because gasoline is banned due to the thing, and petroleum is controlled now. So gasoline, petroleum, charcoal, propane, and butane are all Schedule 1 controlled substances as of now. So there's so many permits that I have to go through now with that, which is fine. If it keeps the common person from doing something horrible with that stuff, it's whatever. I've never felt safer. Can't say I felt, people really shouldn't be that free, you know what I mean? I'd rather be safe than free, right? Of course, with the solar plant manufacturing, I can only say so much, because, if you work in the industry, you know what I'm talking about, and you're allowed to know that information, but I can't exactly talk about how it's made. You're not going to get how it's made from me, if you know what I mean. Other big news, and not only are we getting even closer to getting a lot of our certain vehicles are being retrofitted for electric capabilities, but the government still need to use the gasoline, because the demand is just too high right now for the electricity, especially with the rolling brownouts that have been happening all over the United States ever since 2025, and that's been fine in of itself. But because we're holding in there. You only lose power for 4 hours at a time. We have ice and coolers and stuff on standby, all sorts of things. A lot of people have that now. But yeah, I even forgot to mention, because propane, butane, gasoline, and petroleum are all Schedule 1 controlled substances. Charcoal's on that list too, because with that ban, because this is with a whole series of climate stuff. With the recent ban on cars, that has removed the ability for people to buy gasoline and petroleum and stuff like that, except for the government, because we need to work, and I'm a government employee now because of the whole thing with the solar panel stuff and the climate laws that they've been introducing and finally came into play today. There was also a recent ban on grilling, so yeah, there's something I gotta get rid of. What else is in here? Oh yeah, that's right. In bigger news, international news, in a joint effort between China and the United States, but specifically led by China, Yellowstone National Park was announced that it will be converted into a geothermal plant by the year 2100. It was the Chinese who suggested it in the first place, and I honestly think it's a pretty good idea. I mean, there hasn't been much backlash against that anyway, since, the Chinese government has stakes in the Yellowstone National Park, and they're the ones with the jurisdiction over it, not the United States government, so let them do what they do. I think it's cool that the U.S. is joining in, though, because it will, China's promising it'll benefit everybody, so they haven't lied to us before, as far as I'm aware. Oh yeah. Also, I can only keep this video so long because there's, the restrictions on that. If I make my video too long, I could actually end up getting a fine for it because of internet space and taking up megabits of upload time and things like that. You have to watch your download and upload speeds, not just your data consumption at the same time. If you go over your average bit rates and stuff like that, they'll get on your ass and they'll shut off your internet, or they'll just rip down the video that caused it in the first place. So no more 20-minute videos. No more 15-minute videos, I don't think. Definitely no more 20-minute videos. All the hour-long and all that other stuff. The only people who are allowed to post hour-long or any other longer content is, if you work in Hollywood, or if you're a government official, or you have special permits that you have to pay a lot of money to get them. So honestly, I've just gotten used to making my content shorter and shorter. It's better for the long run anyways, considering that there's constant discussion over whether or not it should be even shorter than it is. Some people even talk about they may just not let us upload at all anymore, and I just, that's gonna happen. Yeah, I think we're at our outro now. Hopefully I stayed within guidelines, because if not, you're probably not even going to see this video. I'll get denied at Social Security when I walk down there today, because Yeah, like I said, I was a government employee and I can drive, but I can only drive to and from work. If they catch me driving and I'm not going to work, which they know I'm going to work whether or not, because there's a key tag identifier on your vehicle that tells a GPS route, and you have to follow that exact route, and if you don't, you will get fined for that as well. And so I stick to my routes, and I don't try to be an idiot and drive my car places without proper permission. Yeah, hopefully that'll go well. So I'll see you guys, and remember, most importantly, that service guarantees citizenship, and long live the president. Now, I'm gonna try to go back inside, see if the police precinct guys are gonna let me back in, because I want to ask them if they're done eating breakfast, if they're ready for me to clean up. If they say no, I'll just be back out here till God knows how long, and hopefully it's soon. It's supposed to rain, but I'll deal with it. Yeah, I also hope the line at Social Security isn't too long, because it's usually a 6-hour wait to get these videos submitted. So see you guys. All right, let's see if hey guys, is it okay if I come back in? Okay. Never mind. Like and sub, or you're gonna eat that bug. I'll make you eat it. That dude was really fast, that's why I don't want to go back there. I opened it up, I was looking for slugs, not expecting a fat little spider like that just running around.